All righty. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. First off, thank you everyone for coming out today. My name is Ryan Villarreal, and I am the president of the Electrical and Computer Engineering Student Society, otherwise known as ECESS. So really quick, before we get started, we have one important thing that we're required to do, and that is the SAO attendance tracking. This is just part of their COVID policies. So if you scan this QR code, it will bring you to Boiler Link. Just sign in there, and once you're signed in, you don't have to do anything else. So we'll go ahead and give that just a moment here.
Invalid session for me.
Try again. Just
Just
try
now?
again.
Works fine for me.
Try again.
Uh-oh,
If it doesn't work, try again. Sometimes you have to do it like twice.
probably a bunch of people at the same time is breaking it.
Oh shit, it said invalid session for me too.
No, is it bad?
No, it
Okay,
happens
yeah,
all the
all you have to do
time.
is just rescan the QR code.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think I've ever gotten it to work the first time.
Hmm.
You know, SAO, they gotta make our lives. Damn. Hmm?
Still not working for some people. All right.
Also, sometimes for me, I have to like log in the Boiler Link first and then scan the QR code and then it works for
That's so
whatever
weird.
reason.
All right, we'll go ahead and continue. If it didn't work, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out afterwards. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start by meeting the executive board up here. So first, as I said, I'm Ryan Villarreal. I'm the president.
I'm Danae Galloway. I'm currently the vice president.
And I'm Alexander Sectorman, and I'm the secretary and treasurer.
So before we get started, we have to answer, what is ECESS? So ECESS is primarily a student-led organization focused on creating professional and social opportunities for all ECE students. And we do this through our 9 committees that have various responsibilities and put on various events and opportunities. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into what these committees are, and you can begin thinking which committees you think you would want to be a part of. For each committee, the committee chair will come to the front and present a little bit about their committee. Alrighty, so first up is website development, and for that we have Naveen, Vivek, and Matthew Wen. Matthew.
Right there, by the way.
Matthew.
Oh, cool. So basically, this is for web development. We mostly code. Yay, fun. Coders assemble. We also, our main responsibility for the website development is to maintain the ECESS website. If you visit that URL, it opens the ECESS website. And kind of like the technologies we use for building our website is we use TypeScript and React for like the front end, and TypeScript for also the back end as well. We also use GitHub Actions for like continuous integration deployment, and we also use Google Cloud for our API gateway, and also for hosting our website with Firebase. So it's like a lot of tools. If you don't know what those are, totally fine. Also, as I already mentioned, we deal with bug fixes and adding additional features inside the ECESS website. One that I think we're adding at the moment, we're going to add like a resume review feature inside the website so people can upload their resumes and get it reviewed by advisors or some of our ECESS members. And also, to be qualified to be part of web dev, you don't really need to know anything. So if you want to be part of web dev, what you're going to do first is going to go through web dev training. Basically, you're going to do some steps to help you kind of introduce yourself to what React is, and then how to deploy an API gateway. And then you're going to start on your your own personal project where you create your own personal website. And then afterwards, we'll start giving you some cool tasks. One of our members is actually working on a Discord bot, not necessarily for ECESS, but like for his own kind of like want to play around with type of thing. And if you're interested in joining web dev, just contact me. That's my email. And you also contact Naveen too. I don't know, his email's not on there, but he's right there. Anyway.
All right. All right, thank you, Matthew. So most of our committees are focused more on social and professional development. Website development is pretty much our one committee that is primarily technical based. So if you're looking for something a bit more technical, definitely consider the website development committee. All right, next up, we have our ambassadors committee led by Sarah Hui.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Sarah. There are a lot of ambassadors like on the board as well. So there's like Poukey, Naveen, Alyssa. Oh, speak back. Okay. So we've all been in T2M. Sometimes the decision is a lot harder for other people's than yourself. For me, it's pretty difficult. I was going between EE and mechanical engineering. And what we do as ambassadors primarily is talk to T2M students about our different transitions between FYE to ECE. Why is ECE good for you? Why is it good for me? I don't know, but you will know later. We also do tours and presentations in MSCE and EE. So you get to learn about different places in EE that you can study that maybe the upperclassmen know and you necessarily don't know yet. We also do EYMs, which is for the T2M students. And then there are fall preview days, which are a little bit more intense. They're basically high school kids with their parents. So answering their questions can kind of be difficult, but it's a really good skill set to have when you're in an interview and they ask you a question that kind of seems like it's out of left field, but you can play it off really well. And most recently, we are hosting faculty candidates. So people who are interviewing to become professors at Purdue, we can talk to them and we have a say on, hey, I didn't really like his teaching style, or hey, I really liked his research. I'm personally very interested in it. Yes, we also did Welcome Back Week this week for the ECE students, kind of like to jumpstart ECE in general, because we're all back in person in the fall. And we are planning to do a T2M week in March for T2M students to kind of transition into their major. Okay. Is there more? There's more. Okay. So it is a really good resume booster. A lot of ECE kind of gets a bad rap in that we're like coders in our basement, even the EEs. So
Yeah.
having having this kind of skill where you can present to like 30 to 50, I guess would say, people is really good, and people will ask you about that in interviews. And presentation skills as well. And I wrote this slide like in the fall, so I don't remember what I put. Oh yeah, there's also like mentorships. Like I'm a senior currently, but a lot of underclassmen sometimes run by their schedule with me and they're like, hey, do you think it's a good idea to take data structures and microprocessors together? And I'm like, hey, not a good idea from personal experience. Yeah. Okay. Like it's not a fantastic idea, but like if you can handle it, you can, kind of thing. It's just that kind of thing that the advisors maybe don't really know quite yet, that maybe it's not great to take these two classes together or something like that. So there's also that kind of mentorship amongst the ambassadors as well. So ambassadors is a little different from ECESS. There's a form that you'll have to apply to that Danae will look through. If you put ambassadors as your first choice, there is also a separate application just because you'll be talking to prospective students of Purdue as well. We need to like vet that some more. So that application is due on January 28th, and then you'll have to go through another interview as well. And then, yeah, I think that's it. If you have any questions, come talk to me afterward or email me. I believe that's it. I think we're good. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Okay. All right. So next up, we have a bit of a special committee that is brand new this semester, and that is our podcast. Naveen.
Does it all. All right, so in case you haven't met me, hi everyone, my name is Naveen. I'm currently a senior in electrical engineering, and this is hopefully will be the first semester of the ECESS podcast. Right now, the name is going to be Boiler Up, Power Up, which is Boo Poo for short. I know it's not that catchy, but it'll get there. Trust me. And right now we have a committee of about, I think, 6 members. And basically what we do is we will email faculty, see if they're interested or see if there are students who are interested in coming on the podcast. And then we'll sort of set up all the gear and then record it. And then after that, we'll have people editing it as well. And so the objective is for us to release episodes on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts on a week-to-week basis. And if anyone finds any of what I just said interesting, feel free to email me or email the ECESS podcast Gmail, or you can email Giselle as well. Giselle's an academic advisor in EC, or you can just come talk to me after this.
Naveen, who are the hosts?
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. So the hosts will be me, Sarah, and Alex.
All right, thank you, Naveen. All right, so next up is our Community Outreach Committee led by Akshaj.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Akshaj Prasannakumar. I am a senior in computer engineering. So we mainly just volunteer around the West Lafayette community. We've done events at local elementary schools, high schools, and middle schools. But since it's kind of been online recently, we've done remote Python crash courses, and then we've also done circuit simulations for like elementary school kids. And then we have other stuff not ECU related. In the fall, we do winterization, where we go and basically rake yards for people in the West Lafayette community who can't do it themselves. And then we also have animal shelter volunteering that we've done before, and we're going to do this semester as well. And then other events that I won't spoil just yet. So if you want to talk to me, I'll be up here in the end. And I forgot to put my email up there. I'll find a way to get that to you guys.
It's on the website.
It's also on the website. So
Alright.
community outreach.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Akshaj. All right, next up is our Faculty Outreach Committee led by Andrew Lake and Edmund Leung.
All right. Hi, everyone. We're faculty outreach. Andrew and I are co-chairs. Basically, we help connect professors to the students in ECE. So basically, every month we host a faculty student lunch where students and professors get to talk together about their research, their experiences in ECE. So for example, in our last faculty student lunch, we had the power and energy systems professors and like Professor Ali Prantis and all that, and they talked about like the kinds of things they researched in their areas, and it really helps students get to know what their professors are doing outside of class.
It does. And in addition to the lunches, we're also starting to kind of ramp up some more social events, stuff like game nights. Professors have really been wanting to do some bowling. So we're going to have a bowling event of some sort, things like that, where it's even more casual almost than a lunch, where it's almost just at the point where you're hanging out with professors, just trying to get to know them. So we're really excited for that.
Oh yes, and we have free food. We usually order Jimmy John's for every lunch. So definitely come to that if you're interested. And yeah, great time.
All right, thank you guys. Alrighty. After that, we have Publicity ran by Alyssa.
Backbone of our organization.
Hello, everyone. If you've ever seen an Instagram photo within like the last year for ECESS or ambassadors, that's me. That's your problem. I don't know. I do all the posting. I have a tiny but mighty committee behind me. So I'm looking for people to join my committee. As you can see here, we do kind of a lot. So this is like content creation, taking photos, attending different events, interacting, finding and posting about resources on campus, some that are for EC students, maybe College of Engineering, and kind of getting the word out. Working with like the WEC committee, the ambassadors, kind of to keep like a cohesive brand for ECE and the ECE Student Society because we are the faces of ECE, and we're really trying to work toward more of a family feel and less of like a this major sucks, I don't want to come here. Like, just to be completely honest, that's kind of how it's been. So we're trying to get away from that. So we want to focus on more like, pictures and content creation and giving, credit and raising awareness about things that people want to do. We use like Canva and Adobe and like basic editing apps. And you don't have to be an avid Instagram user to be a part of the committee. Like they're designing flyers, interaction, like just like liking posts and sending out like coordinations with like schedules and stuff, which is all super fun. And I have another slide. Yeah, so this is some of the stuff that we do. So this is the Boo Poo. Boo Poo. Yeah, so like I made the logo for Boo Poo. I can't take that seriously. Boiler Power Up, making the logo for that, as well as like some call outs. I made that graphic for joining the Discord, as well as like taking photos at all the events. There's Sarah at an ambassador event. How cool. And like a bunch of other people. That's me and some other ambassador kids. So there's a lot of opportunities to be around. We have like story takeovers, and like people just want to know what's life like as an ECE student. And it's really fun. So if you would like to, you can email me. It's on the slides. You can go on the website, or you could just DM the account and I'll reply. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Alyssa.
To add an asterisk to that, publicity and advertising in an event-based organization is extremely important. So Alyssa's committee is one of the most important ones.
Please join my committee.
All right. And next up, we have the Women in ECE Committee led by Hope and Samantha.
So if you ever played the game in your classes called Spot the Female in Lost, we're trying to make that game easier. So as you can tell, there's not just from this room, there's not the ratio of men to women isn't exactly 1-to-1. So we're working on basically empowering women and getting that ratio more diverse, so we can get more women into ECESS. Yeah, or ECE or EE in computer engineering. So I like the introduction. I'm Samantha Unger and this is Hope. And you wanted to say how we got into it. So would you like to start?
Yeah, so I got into ECE because one of my friends was in it and said, hey, join this because I know you have no friends in ECE. And I said, you know what, you're right. So I joined and I was able to make a lot of friends, especially I think it's really hard to make friends that are also women in a lot of classes, just because you look around and you're like, okay, so it's like me and 4 other people, so cool. So this committee just helps you meet new people, make those connections. You can find study buddies, you can find people that are kind of like mentors to you, because we do have people in all levels taking all different courses. And then we also have a really great alum where they like to come back and talk to our members, and then they can also mentor you. So it's super cool. We basically are like a smaller version of ECESS. So we also have publicity, outreach, social, networking, and website.
I actually joined when I went to Donut Day. So if you guys we did it last semester with I think like how many donuts do we have? Like 300? 800 donuts. We had 800 donuts. That's what we're known for. So if anything, just remember that because we're gonna have a couple donut days this semester.
Yes, fingers crossed.
So I joined for the donuts and then found a lot of great people and a lot of fun opportunities.
Yeah, in the past semester, like she said, we did the donut day, and then we walked dogs at Natalie's Second Chance, and then there's also a picture of some faculty outreach. So if any of that interests you at all, feel free to come chat with us.
And this is not just for women. This is for anyone who's looking to empower women. So guys, want to join? Donuts all around. You can be in the minority if you want. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you, Hope and Samantha. All right. So next up, we have our social committee led by Alice. Come on up.
Hey everyone, so I'm Alice. I'm a sophomore in computer engineering, and I'm the new chair of the social committee. The goal of the social committee is to help ECE students develop, connect, and develop, connect, and de-stress. De-stress, that's very important for ECE. So we do all of this through our events. Let me just get out of my class. Okay, so we do all this through our events. Now, last semester, this committee was mostly inactive, but that's not going to be the case this semester. So we've already started hitting the ground running. So far, we have a Bob Ross painting night planned. That's for February. For March, we will definitely be doing a de-stressing event for the Mental Health Awareness Week. The great thing about this committee, however, is that you have a lot of creative freedom with it. So we get to host a wide range of events. For example, we can have some fun board game nights. We can have something fun just to de-stress, to meet new people. And then we can also have something more professional. We could have a speaker teaching people a new technical skill or a new soft skill for adults in finances, for example. Anything for the well-being of our students. So if you want to join this committee, please reach out to me. I'm just going to put my Now, the benefit of this committee you get to build your event planning skills. You get to improve your organizational communication skills. You get to meet new people. You just get to meet a lot of new people and make friends. So right now, our committee is basically a blank canvas, right? And by helping me plan more events, we can basically create something together that the whole ECE community will enjoy. I hope I get to see you guys in the future.
Hey.
You would like to see something like one of those technical skills or an event you want to see happen. A good way to do that is to join social and make it your idea and use our funds to make it happen.
All right. Thank you, Alice. So next up, we have the Spark Challenge led by Altai.
All right. Sorry.
Hey, peeps. Huh. What? Oh, okay. Hey guys, this is Spark. I need to be quick.
You just have like 4 slides.
It's a corporate sponsored design competition. Next one. So why do we need a team for this one-day event? Because it's huge. As you can see, I'm not gonna read it.
Slow down a little bit.
It's fine. I can skip that. Skip that. Go back. Go back. Go back. We're not gonna skip that.
No, skip yes. Yes, skip that, please. So it's easy. We don't have like a huge amount of commitment except expected. So it's fun. It's rewarding.
Yeah, so that's one of ECE's largest events of the year. How many people attended this year, Altai?
600 plus.
Raise your hand also if you attended.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
I took pictures.
Volunteer.
For those of you who don't know what Spark is, essentially usually 362 or senior design projects will go there and demonstrate to a bunch of judges for the possibility of prize money. And it's a fantastic way to meet
$1,000.
people, It is $1,000. Community people, judges, industry people. Also, if you're on the committee that runs it, you'll know how it works before you enter it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. So for detailed information about the sub teams and stuff, just scan the QR code and I'll reach you out.
And also these slides will be posted afterwards,
will,
so you can come back for that QR code or check out the website and you can find more about Spark there as well. Alrighty, and last but certainly not least, Multicultural Affairs Committee led by Claire. Woo!
Oh, microphone.
All right, y'all. So Multicultural Affairs Committee is, in my opinion, the best committee. I may be biased. Yeah, Julie. So we work to empower ECE students from all backgrounds. We focus on intersectionality of identities. And then we do that by planning and promoting various social, cultural, professional development events. And then we initiate inter-organizational collaboration this year. And well, from what we did in the fall and what we plan to do in the spring, we will be in contact with all of the multicultural centers around campus, including the LGBTQIA+ center. And then some perks that you can have so you can improve your soft skills like communication and planning. We email a lot of people. We can also exchange stories by meeting other people, broaden your perspective on the world. It's especially important on a smaller or on a large college campus. I know that a lot of people come from smaller towns, but then you can also grow your professional and social networks, and most importantly, have fun. So, and then here are just some examples of events that we've had this past semester. And shameless plug, the last one on the bottom right is game night for Japan, and that is this Friday. If you want, you can come play games, hang out, and then we'll also let you take home some Japanese snacks. So that's pretty cool. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Claire.
Last thing, I'm not a committee. I'm the vice president, if you didn't remember that. Anyways, so last semester, I started an ECE mentoring program, basically where, oh my bad, where ECE upperclassmen, so juniors and seniors, mentor FYE students that are intending to go into ECE, basically just helping them kind of figure out what they're getting themselves into, meet new friends in ECE. Because I know for me personally, my freshman year, I had a mentor, but they weren't ECE. So there was only so much that they could tell me about what I was getting myself into. And then coming in, I didn't have a lot of friends, thanks to COVID, but whatever. Anyways, this is a super great opportunity for both the mentor and the mentee. So if you are interested or you want to learn more, you can always contact me via email. Yeah. Or Discord.
Or Discord.
Or anywhere else. I don't know.
Alrighty. Okay, so that is everything we have for you all today. Thank you all so much for coming. Up here are the QR codes. The one on the left will lead you directly to the application. We call it more of an interest form rather than an application because it's not really something that we're gonna like turn you down on or anything. It's more just to see what committees you are most interested in and why you're interested in them. And on the right, if you have not already joined, our Discord has over 600 ECE students. So it's a great place to ask questions and talk and connect with other ECE students. You also visit our website at purdue-ecess.org. And thank you all so much for coming out. If you have any questions, we'll be here for a little bit after, so feel free to come talk to any of the committee members. If you're on Zoom, feel free to put any questions you have in the chat or unmute yourself. All right, thank you, everyone.
I will say, just as far as the application goes, you will be contacted via email, so respond, please.
Please respond.
And thank you.
Please respond.
That's all.
All right, thank you, everyone.